I'm gonna take my Trey to the Old Town Road and ride to the OnlyFans goal. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. To the OnlyFans goal, I am a mess. You already know when it comes to the parodies, I am a mess. And speaking of mess, I'm going to put this flyer up again, okay? I put it up last video. I'm not going to do it every single video, but I want y'all to understand that I'm trying to turn up. Okay, so y'all need to come out. Those of you who are going to be in Atlanta, those of you who are planning on traveling to Atlanta Friday the 19th of April, get into it. Keep in mind that, of course, you can come up to the club for regular entry and just take your ass in, and that's that. But if you do want special VIP tickets, girl, there are 9 left on my website. I'll put the link in the description as well as the first comment, girl. Y'all need to get into it. So just make sure that if those are the type of tickets that you want, go and get them before spots run out. That's it, girl. Now, sis, I was scrolling way too quickly through my Twitter timeline, and for a second, just one, maybe half a second, I thought that they had gotten tired of Annalise Keating and the Keating 5 took her ass up into a plane and tossed her out a window. You know what I mean? I thought that would happen, but actually the real tea is that Viola Davis went skydiving, and I thought it was so funny. She was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Kudos to her for actually getting out the plane. They do say that sometimes when you go skydiving, or at least the people who do that shit, the very first time you do it, your body literally will not let you go out of the plane. Like, girl, what are you doing? And that's why you have to obviously have somebody who's more experienced with you to do it. But I thought that was really cool. I told myself that before I die, I need to do that shit at least once. Maybe that is the way that my ass will enter the afterlife, the way that this shit looks. I mean, I don't know, girl. That is definitely something I want to experience. There are a couple of like wind tunnels in Atlanta that I need to try first before I even take my ass to nobody's airplane. Yes, that's something I really want to experience. Speaking of something that I want to experience, I want to experience the season 8 of Game of Thrones. We're getting more and more information as we come up to April 14th, which is when it will be premiering. I saw some pictures, some new pictures of my queen, Daenerys. I don't know why she's sitting there, girl. I don't know, girl. Like, I know she's the queen. I know Sansa said Winterfell's yours, but sis, the Northern Lords are going to drag the shit out of Daenerys, and I think that Little Bear will be one of them. I don't know. My fave is really in danger because if she better not be as headstrong and crazy and trampling on traditions that she was in Marine, because it will be some more civil war. She needs to sit her ass down just for a moment. But my queen does look good. She might need to be humbled a little bit, but she looks good. Sansa's pressed. I can't really blame sis. She's pissed off. Jon is over here bringing over some Targaryen enemy ass woman into our camps and shit and fucking her. It's just like, girl, it's just too much. You know what I mean? It's too much. I literally, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this, but I can't wait. I wanted to say good job to Etasha. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name. It's either Etasha or Etasha Jordan. She took these pictures of Issa Rae, and for essence, let me tell you something. Miss Issa Rae looking like she's supposed to be on Mount Olympus. I heard that she just got engaged too. Is that true? Is that true? Someone let me know if I'm wrong. I think she got engaged. Either way, sis is over here giving us all types of very much. I love the smell of fresh coffee in the morning. That's what she's giving me, girl. And skin glowing, body snatch, just what we deserved. It's really what we deserve. And since we're already talking about black women dominating, I just want to let you know that Us apparently had the biggest opening weekend for a film headlined by a black woman. This is coming from shadowandact.com. Now, of course, #1 is Us. Lupita, that did 71 million. #2 is Alien vs. Predator. Sanaya Lathan, that's 38 million. A Wrinkle in Time with Oprah, 33 million. So it's just like Girls Trip, #4, Regina Hall. Bottom line is we're dealing with the facts. Black women are out here slaying the goddamn game, and at the same time shitting on all of these Hollywood standards like, oh, we're just so scared to put black leads because it won't sell, and just proving them wrong every single time. And this really gives context to the quote that Jordan Peele made that had a lot of people pressed and bothered. This is what he said: I don't see myself casting a white dude as the lead in my movies. Not that I don't like white dudes, but I've seen that movie. It really is one of the best, greatest pieces of this story. It's feeling like we are in this time, a renaissance has happened and proved the myths about representation in the industry are false. I didn't see anything wrong with what he said. There were so many people who had a problem with it. Oh my God, that's racist. This is what some people were saying. Oh my God, that's racist. How would you like it if white directors and white producers and shit said that we would never hire black people, never cast black people? I'm just like, sis, where have y'all been for the whole existence of cinema? They didn't have to say it. We see it. Look around, girl. Ain't been casted, ain't been given the opportunity, and when people don't have opportunity, they can't get to success, sis, and then you're gonna automatically think that just because these people don't get to success, because your ass don't give them the opportunity, that they are not capable or talented. And that's y'all fault, that's y'all problem. Don't get mad at us, because we've been told y'all, and now since y'all have continued to lock us out of basically all these damn industries, we're gonna come in, we're gonna make our own spaces, come in here, make our own narratives and movies and whatever the hell else, art, whatever, and prove to you, like we've been said, that we can do this shit, and we can do it well. It's just this fake caring. All of a sudden, you weren't pressed when all these movies, all these TV shows had all white cast. Nobody was pressed. Nobody was talking about how that shit was racist. But now that Jordan Peele has said, sis, I'm going to prioritize black people in my cast, and that's just gonna be it. Everyone is just, oh shit, how dare he say that, girl? Keep this disingenuous bullshit out my face, girl. Like, please stop it. Let's talk about this Old Town Road song. Now, I don't know if it started out as a parody or whatever, but honestly, it shouldn't even matter at this point. They said Lil Nas song, Lil Nas X, I think, that's his song, Old Town Road. They snatched that, Billboard snatched that shit up off the country charts so quick. They said, girl, this is not country enough. It does not have enough of the elements of country to be considered that shit. And I'm just, it's so funny to me, because every time I talk about us guarding our spaces and these white people watering down and gentrifying hip hop, some people get so mad, but I'm just like, this is the reason why I bring it up, because these, like I said, these cloud-colored artists, they can come in our shit, walk around, trample on members of our communities, make some washed-up ass, ugly-ass rap songs, you know, nursery rhyme built ass shit. Y'all got Miley Cyrus doing a bunch of shit. Post Malone can go on whatever trap and urban and hip-hop charts that he wants to, but then when we try to cross over into, honestly, genres that we created, I mean, that's a whole nother story. But when we try to cross over into different genres, their asses don't want us there. If it ain't hip hop or urban, they even do that shit with the Grammys. Like, girl, you can't win album of the year overall, but we can stick your ass in the urban and shit. This is the reason why I talk about it, because ain't no way everybody just opening the door to the cookout, I mean, the doors are wide open to let these white artists walk in and out. I mean, Iggy up here talking about Sally Walker, no real rap skills from anybody. They let their asses soar on the hip hop charts, but the minute our asses wants to go to a different type of genre, they want to dead all that shit. They want to stop all of it. Now, what I find hilarious is that country music has been internalizing a lot of the elements of hip hop. So like that song sounds as country is getting now in 2019, if we're being realistic. Now I want to know, this is just my hypothesis, that if this man was white and he came out with an Old Town Road and put some 808s in the back like the rest of y'all country artists be doing, I think that y'all would call that shit revolutionary and oh my god, let's keep it on the charts. Let's watch it go #1 10,000 times. So I'm just, it's not working on my watch, baby. That's why I say these people just come in here and say eeny, meeny, miny, mo over some 808s and a piano in the back, and we're gonna call that shit rap. Okay, if we're gonna do that, y'all might as well just let his ass stay on the country charts. Okay, barely anybody checking for country at this point. Y'all need to accept all the help that you can get, baby. Okay, and since we're on the topic of help, someone get Trey Songz some damn help. Okay, so Trey Songz said, oh, I'm finna knock Megan Thee Stallion head off for Big Old Freak. And when I first read it, I'm just like, these niggas are so violent. But then I read the comments, it's like, oh, this nigga trying to fuck. I was like, okay. And then people were just like, Trey, you good? You know Megan Thee Stallion, like, she mourning her mom, right? But then Megan came back with the heat like she was ready to flirt. I was like, okay, wait a minute now, sis. We might need to see a video. The only reason why I'm like a little bit cautious about Megan Thee Stallion going around with Trey Songz is because like, I don't trust these niggas. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful black queen over there. I don't trust these niggas. I don't. But sis, like, it's Tremaine. So if you get Tremaine's dick, just come back to the TL and tell us what the T is. I would suggest that you take precautions, whatever that means to you, Megan. That's all I'm saying. Precautions. Just do it, because like I said, these industry niggas ain't shit, and he trying to flirt like heavy. Y'all know how these music industry niggas do when they see a new chick on the block getting clout. So that's all I'm saying. So let's be careful. But get the dick if that's something that you want to do, and please come back and tell us about the quality of it. We're already on the topic of quality. I want to let everyone know that the quality of Trump's toupee is actually in the pits, okay? It should be flushed down the toilet, but I wouldn't even want any sanitation workers or any type of, you know, filtration system to be having to deal with that, you know, that toupee that's going to be sinking into the depths of Tartarus, into the depths of Hades, where it indeed belongs, okay? He went up there and said, hey sis, actually we're gonna be, let me just show it to you.
The Special Olympics will be funded. I just told my people, I want to fund the Special Olympics. and I've just authorized a funding of the Special Olympics. I've been to the Special Olympics. I think it's incredible, and I just authorized a funding. I heard about it this morning.
We're gonna be funding the Special Olympics. I talked to my people. You know, we're gonna fund the Special Olympics. I overridden my people. I overrode them. I'm just like, whoa, sis. Like, if you do you really think we're that stupid? Y'all saw how y'all got dragged so hard, and y'all had to do a reverse. Like we playing Casper Slide 2, girl. I'm so tired of this shit. Y'all got dragged, rightfully so. Betsy got dragged, and yes, y'all are funding the Special Olympics. The fuck y'all thought this shit was? Y'all couldn't even get no budget passed when y'all were in control of the whole government. Like, Republicans control every branch. Girl, now the Democrats got the House. You for sure ain't getting that budget passed. So sit y'all ass down. Sit your ass down. Girl, now here comes some dumbass news about this whole Jussie Smollett situation. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of talking about this shit. Do you hear me? But I'm gonna do it anyway because the developments have been really fucked up. I'm telling you right now. So apparently the city of Chicago is billing Jussie Smollett for, you know, $130,000 for this police investigation that they have to do after the charge has been dropped. Now they said that if Smollett does not pay quickly, they said that his ass might be prosecuted again. Now this is coming from a letter that they sent. The city of Chicago and the Chicago Police Department take seriously those who make false statements to the police, thereby diverting resources from other investigations and undermining the criminal justice system. I already told y'all that Mr. Emanuel, the mayor, is so angry, he's so pressed. Like I said, he's the one who was holding on to that footage of Laquan McDonald for 13 whole goddamn months, and we didn't, and CPD tried to cover all that shit up. So I don't understand why they're coming out here talking about, oh, undermining the criminal justice system, as if that's not something that they do on the fucking regular. Number two, like I said, Jussie being untruthful would have no impact on the rest of the bullshit that y'all asses have been doing and continue to do. The lives that you take, the men that you torture, the people that you set up and frame. Slap his ass on the wrist and keep it moving. But they are so angry that this prosecutor did not go through with the charges and decided to drop all the charges that it's, you know, it's getting so much national attention. Even Trump tweeted, he said that the DOJ and the FBI are going to be looking into this case now to see why the charges were dropped in the first place. And now, if y'all had that same type of energy for people who, you know, were shooting up unarmed citizens, if y'all had the same type of energy for white supremacists who went inside churches and theaters and was shooting that shit up, if y'all had the same energy trying to change the law, the gun laws in this fucking country to make it more difficult for these white supremacists to have access to the goddamn guns, if you would have the same type of energy for all these racists and bigots that you called very fine people, I think that this society would be in a different place. But y'all so worried about making this man, turning this man to a damn example, that you don't even give a fuck about how much like hypocrites you all look like. Y'all don't have any concern for the rule of law or the criminal justice system. You are just focused on making sure that it continues to work in the way that it always works, is that it disproportionately affects communities of color. And if somebody of color, if a black person, especially a black gay person, finds a way to finesse the law like y'all white asses do, it's just suddenly you're angry. Suddenly you realize what justice actually means. Suddenly you realize what being held accountable means. Suddenly. But to me, that's garbage. Like I said, we should hold our own accountable, of course. We should make sure that people ain't making false statements, of course. But girl, goddamn, y'all are out here killing black people. Sit your ass down. Stop fake stressing about this alleged stunt queen, like I said, and sit your ass down. On that note, I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little update. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and turn on some National Geographic or something to see if I can catch Betsy DeVos's bird-shaped ass or pelican nose built ass fluttering around. And only then will I at least try to have a good goddamn evening.